Okay, so first things first, let's find a nice and comfortable position for your body. Make sure that whatever position you choose, your sitting bones are well grounded. You have that balance in your pelvic floor, so you can feel the pelvic floor and then the diaphragm light above it. And today I want you to also bring a little bit of your awareness to your palate. So it's kind of you're looking at these three parts of your body and they form a line. And as you inhale and exhale, try to feel the movement. Try to feel how your pelvis stays stable and the movements of the diaphragm. And observe your palate as well. And especially pay attention on the very end of your exhalation. If you're fully aware of your breath, what you're going to feel is that in the very end of your exhalation, there's a small lift of the pelvic floor. You can feel the center of your diaphragm also lifting, and you can really observe the palate like engage. So try to today really connect with your breath during your practice, and especially after listening to this beautiful Ayurveda talk, I think we need to bring extra awareness to our breath. So let's try to connect with the breath today and really use it as a tool to keep our body and our mind connected on the here and now. We're going to start with Om 3 times together and then a kirtan. So I will welcome you to join hands with me. If it is more comfortable for you to keep your hands down, that is totally fine. So connecting with your breath, take a deep breath in. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Shivaya Namah, Shivaya Namah, Shivaya Namah, Namah Shivaya. Shivaya Namah, Shivaya Namah, Shivaya Namah, Namah Shivaya. Shivaya Namah, Shivaya Namah, Shivaya Namah, Namah Shivaya. Shiva 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 Shivaya Namah, Hara 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 Namah Shivaya. Shiva 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 Shivaya Namah, Hara 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 Namah Shivaya. Shiva, 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 Shivaya Namo. Hara, 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 Namah Shivaya. Shiva, 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 Shivaya Namo. Hara, 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 Shiva, Namah Shivaya. Hara, 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 Shiva, Namah Shivaya. Hara, 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 Shiva, Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya. Very good. Small breath in, and then a long exhale. Allow the next inhalation to fill up your lungs, and then exhale again, feeling the vibrations of the mantra within yourself. And open your eyes, viewing a point in front of you. And imagine in front that you have in front a really big clock that is really close to your face and really big. You're going to look at the center of the clock and try to open your eyes a little bit more. Then you're going to slowly raise your sight all the way up, looking all the way up to number 12. And now we're going to slowly start doing counterclockwise there. So you're going to lower your eyes all the way to the number 9 over your left shoulder. And then down to the floor on number 6. Then raising your eyes to the number 3 over your right shoulder. Try to open your eyes a little bit more. And then all the way back to number 12. And then one more time, number 9, 6, 3, 12, 9, 6, 3, 12. Bringing the eyes back to the center. And then slowly closing your eyelids, relaxing all the muscles. Slowly inhale, exhale. Observe your eyes, observe your breath. Feel your posture. Open your eyes again, looking at the center of the clock. And then slowly raising your eyes, looking at number 12. And then number 3, 6, 9, 12, 3, 6, 9, 12, 3, 6, 9, 12. Bring the eyes back to the center. Slowly close your eyelids. Take a slow breath in, a long breath out. And allow the lungs to fill on your own in your next inhalation. Then rub your hands, activating the energy in the center of your palm. And try to bring your palms into really warm state. Once your palms are warm, place them on your eyes, allowing your fingers to rest on your forehead. Do a little bit of pressure, bringing that warmness to your eyes. And then slowly let go. Warm up your palms again. You're welcome to stretch your legs forward if you want to. Bring your palms of your hands back to your eyes. This time you slowly move the palms down. And with the tip of your fingers, you're going to massage your forehead and your eyes, the muscles on your face. And then you can bring your hands to your neck and any part of your body that you feel like needs your attention now. Especially if it's early in the morning, you're kind of waking up your body, bring that warm hand, that awareness throughout the tissues in your body, to the skin and the fascia, waking it up a little bit. You can wiggle your toes and do any movement that you feel like your body needs before getting up to a standing position. So allow your body to express itself and do any movement you need. And then you're going to slowly go up to a standing position and step in the front part of your mat. As you come to the front of your mat, make sure that you have your feet well grounded. I like to lift my toes up so I can feel the balls of my feet pressing down, your heels pressing down. And then I lift my kneecaps a little bit and then just relax the toes back and feel the weight distribute evenly across your foot. And especially you feel the arch of your foot lifting so the inside of your legs are active. Once your legs are active and you can feel they're working and help you to stay grounded on your feet, bring your awareness to your hips and feel the space between the head of the femur and the hip, and feel that lift coming all the way to your diaphragm. Feel like all the muscles on the back part of your abdominal area is active. Not only the front, but also the ones far deep back, touching the really literally your back. Observe that space and then relax your shoulders. Feel the distance between your ears and your shoulders. And then slowly bring your hands in front of your chest. Feel as one palm pushes the other one, you can activate your shoulder blades and the muscles on the sides of your torso. Bring your awareness to your breath. On your next inhalation, raise your hands up to the sky. When you end the inhalation, your hands are all the way up. And as you exhale, bring your awareness to your hips and start moving it back, keeping the center of your spine flat. And try to see how far you can go without bending the dorsal area of your spine. Once you reach that point, you can just lower your hands and observe your body. Feel the weight distribute evenly across your foot, depending on how far you go. If you are up on your legs with your hand, now it's time to bend your knees so you can bring your hands beside your feet. And on the next inhalation, you bring your left foot all the way to the back. You touch your left knee on the floor. You bring your hips down and forward and start opening your chest and looking straight ahead. Keep the back of your neck long and the front knee strong. Bring your body back a little bit so you can put your hands flat on the mat. Lift your left knee off the floor, and on your next exhalation, bring your right foot to join the left one, plank position. Inhale, touching your knees down to the floor. Exhale and start moving yourself forward, bending your elbow, keeping your toes, your knees, and your hands very strong foundation, and keep coming down until you touch your chin and your chest on the floor. Then you slowly lower your belly to the floor. Make your axial extension, make your spine really long. And on the next inhalation, you raise your chest. Keep your legs active in your hands as well. Press your toes and your palms to the floor and then exhale, bringing your hips all the way up. Push with the palms, space in between your ears. If you need, you can walk a little bit forward, trying to bring your heels to the floor. If you can't touch your heels in the floor, make the intention. Try to roll from your toes to the ball of your feet and feel the elongation on the calf muscles. On your next inhalation, bring your left foot in between your hands, helping with the left hand if you need to. Bring your right knee to the floor. Your hips down and forward. Open your chest, looking straight ahead. Exhale, bringing your right foot to join the left one. Ground your feet, balls of your feet and heels well grounded. Observe your spine getting nice and long, especially the dorsal area of your spine. Bring your awareness to your hips, engage the muscles on your belly. And then inhale, coming up. And exhale, bringing your hands in front of your chest. Step to the side with your one of your feet, so you're facing the I want to see you guys. You're facing forward. There we go. And now I'm gonna again give you two choices. You can keep your feet facing forward, and if you do so, make sure that you engage your legs and you feel the side bend is going from your waist all the way to your armpit, to the side. Or you can go a little bit deeper and turn your right foot to the right and make sure that your knee is pointing toward those toes. You lift your left heel and push it outside and make sure that the foot is well grounded and the ankle is stable. The left leg is back. Don't worry so much about squaring your hips unless you know how to do it without turning that left knee, that right knee to in. Keep that knee strong. Keep the heel well grounded. And start feeling the movements of your hips going up and down. Not front and back, but up and down. So you're going to lift the left and lower the right. Do the rotation on the head of your right femur. And then start sliding your right hand down to your knee. Align the sides of your body, feeling that you're making your spine nice and longer. And then you can raise your left hand up. If you feel comfortable, you can start sliding that right hand lower, lower, and lower without moving the body forward. Make sure that you're keeping both shoulders away from each other. Now bring that right hand down to your left leg or to the floor. Ideally, I would like you to touch your both hands on the floor. So if you need to bend your right knee a little bit, that's okay. But you can bring your fingertips to the floor and bring the weight over to your right foot. And then you're going to slowly try to lift that the left foot off the mat. And if you can just stay right here, work on your balance. If you feel comfortable, you can try to start raising the leg and lowering the head. And then bring the palms of your hands on the floor and try to see how far your leg goes and how you can work on your balance right there. Doesn't matter how high you go, what matters is that you keep your balance. To release the pose, you're going to slowly start lifting the head and lower the foot until it touches the mat. Then you're going to use the right leg, push your body back up, and then slowly standing back up, turning to the center. Keeping your feet forward and then going to the left if that is what you choose to do. Otherwise, turning your left foot to the right foot, the toes pointing forward. Make sure that that knee is aligned. Do the work on one hip going up, one hip going down. Then you bring the left hip down, the right hip up. With the rotation of the head of the femur, keep pressing that left heel on the floor. And then you slowly start sliding down with your hand. When you reach your knee, make sure that you extend the torso. Then you can raise the right arm. If you feel okay, you can keep sliding the hand down as you feel the space on the head of your femur. And you can even look at your right hand all the way to the top. And slowly bring that left hand down. And if you're doing just the first variation, now you can just turn to your leg and try to bring your hands on the floor. And then remember, just bring the weight to the left foot and lift a little bit. Or you can try to keep on going. As you lift the leg, you lower the chest. As you lift the leg, you lower the chest. And try to see how far you can go. Observe your body. Don't sacrifice your breath for posture. Keep your breath calm and full. To release the pose, you slowly lower the foot, just like we did to the other side. Push with the right foot so you can get back into the balancing ball slide. And then raising your body up and releasing the pose. Now I'd like you to try to keep both feet aligned in parallel to your yoga mat. So the outside of your feet are aligned to the mat. Observe how, if you just let the legs be, observe where is most of your weight. For me, they are on the outside of my heel. So what I need to do is that I need to bring awareness to the diagonal opposite of where I'm feeling most. So I keep the heel pressed and I bring the awareness to the ball of my big toe. And when I do that, I can feel the lift and the activation of all the muscles on my leg. So if you're feeling your big toe more than anything, you're possibly bringing the knees in a little bit. So you need to press the heel, the big toe, and bring the awareness of that same strength to the outside of your heel. So just try to play in a sense that when you look, you see that your feet are well grounded and you can actually feel the muscles on your thighs strong. We're going to again work with the hips, so I need your knees and your heels to stay aligned. We're going to do a forward bending, so we're tilting the pelvis forward. When we tilt the pelvis forward, the tendency is to let go of the balance, and I would like you to try to keep that under control to protect your lower back. So I'm going to be sideways so you can see a little bit better what I'm trying to do. So doesn't matter how flexible you are, keep that action on your legs. And then long torso, and you're going to bring the awareness to your hips. You're going to slowly start bringing your hips back. It's like if you're lifting the muscles on the back of your leg. You see that the torso goes long, so you need to align the torso so you activate the muscle. Then you go again, you bring the pelvis back. You're going to again feel that big extension, so I need to bring the torso so I activate the muscles again. And you keep playing like that. You bring the hips back, you feel the extension, keep it strong. But don't curve the back. Make sure that the middle of the back is strong. We are playing with the lower back right now. So hips back, engage core to protect lower back. And keep playing how far and see how far you can go. Once your body doesn't move anymore, you can bring your hands on your knees or on your calves, on the feet, or even on the floor. And then you can use your hands to help you to move a little bit lower and relax your head wherever you can be. Try to keep the center of your back long. So bring your awareness to the whole area around your sternum and keep those muscles active on your back so you don't curve it. To release the pose, we have two choices. You can go back up and then slowly sit down. Or what we're going to try to do is to spread the legs a little bit further apart. And then you bring your hands to the floor.
You lift your toes off the floor and you have your heel. And then with your hands, you slowly walk back and you sit down on with your legs apart. If that is too hard for you, you can just stand up and sit with your legs apart. Once you sit down, we're going to again look for the pelvis balance. So I want you to pay attention if your pubic bone is pointing up or is too close down. And I don't want either one of them. I need your pelvic bone to be, your pubic bone to be right pointing forward, because that is going to give the balance of the pelvis. So observe what position of the legs you need to keep that active. And if you can't find anyone that will work for you, because you're feeling too much on your legs, in the inside of your legs, what you can try to do is to lift your knees up a little bit, but please make sure that your knees are active, the inside of your legs are active. So we flat your feet, pushing the heels forward, and feel the pull coming from the arch of your foot all the way to the pelvis, activating those muscles to help you to move. And then you're going to feel that the pelvis is in a better place, so we can work with it. Okay? So even when you're going forward, you're keeping that balance. All right, so whatever position you have on your legs, what we're going to try to do is to bring the awareness to the pelvis, keep the torso strong. So I want you to put your hand on the very bottom of your sternum and on the very top. And I want you to pull it away from each other. And when you do that, you're going to feel that the back muscles actually get active. Try to keep that action and just start playing with the pelvis. So now I want the pubic bone coming down and the coccyx lifting up. So you're going to keep the space on your torso, and you're going to start trying to bring your pelvis forward and see how far you can go without curving your neck. Keep your elbows to the side so you can feel the opening of the chest. And once you can keep this, you can bring your hands in a different place. But just observe so you don't curve the back. You don't bring the shoulders closer together. Keep the shoulders away from each other and work on that. Again, it's not about how far you go down. It's about the quality of your posture. So make sure that it's nice and long and you can feel the stretch on the back of your body. To release that pose, you slowly start moving yourself up. And you're going to try to make in a different way so you can feel it again. So you're going to bend your left foot and you're going to bring the foot close to your body. And the right leg is going to stay in the same position. So now we're giving a break to one of the legs. So the back of those muscles are not going to stretch as much, but I still want you to feel the stretch on the other leg. So what we're going to do is the same thing. You're going to try to keep that space. If you can't feel it without your hand, you don't need the hand. But if you need, I want you to keep the hand, and then you're going to try to keep that space. Keep tilting the pelvis, attention on your pelvis. As you inhale, try to lengthen it. As you exhale, try to bring the body down. And the first thing you're going to feel is that your lower abdomen is, your lower belly is touching your heel. And then you keep coming forward. And as you come down, you're going to see that the head is actually the last thing that touches the floor if you're able to go all the way down. Keep your shoulders away from the floor. Bring the top of your head toward the spring or toward the wall in front of you so you can stretch your neck as well. You see how far you can go. You can feel the stretch now intensifying on the right leg, on the back of your right leg. Now slowly start turning your torso toward that right leg. And you can even walk with your hands. And see the shift. What is going on now? There's a different feeling on your spine. And now your shoulders, it wants to come down closer to your leg even more. But I would like you to try to avoid that and try to bring the awareness to your belly. And try to make space in between your hips and your ribs. And try to bring the belly first. Make sure that the top of your head is pointing forward so the back of your neck is long and your shoulders are away from your ears. If you can bring your hands to your foot without moving your shoulders forward, you can do that. Otherwise, just keep your hands outside. That helps to open the shoulders, but keep your elbows down. To come out of that pose, engage all the muscles and bring your hands between your head. Then inhale, coming up, inviting the stretch from the muscles on your back. Turn to the center. Exhale down. Now we're going to try to the other side and see how different it feels to the other side. If you turn, you should bend one knee, making sure that that leg is active. If you need, again, you keep that space and bring the awareness to the pelvis tilting forward. If you don't need it, you can just keep your hands down, making sure that the back of your neck is long because your cervical is part of your spine. Feel the work as you bring down, trying to bring your belly first to touch, and then you slowly come down. And even if you're able to go all the way down, control, don't go all the way down too fast. Invite the strength to your movement so the flexibility doesn't take over. And then once you reach the maximum that you can go, you can slowly walk with your hands toward your left leg. And again, observe the tendency of the shoulders wanting to come down. And bring more awareness to the abdominal area, trying to make the distance between the hips and the ribs, and to keep the shoulders away from the ears. The top of your head pointing to your toes. To release the pose, you bring your arms beside your head, and then you inhale and come up. Turn to the center. Exhale, bring your hands together. Now hands down. You're going to bend the other leg. And you're going to just bring your hands on the floor and try to slide yourself so you're lying down on your belly. Arms alongside your body. Touch your chin on the floor. And you can choose. You can have your hands on the floor pointing down. See what gives more stability to your body. I like to twist to press the palms of my hand down to keep my arms close to my body. But if you feel more comfortable having the top of your hands on the floor, just make sure that you press the top of your hands down without tensioning your shoulder. You can also bring your hands underneath your thighs, whatever feels comfortable, but make sure that whatever feels good is also helping you to engage the muscle. Your legs are together. The top of your feet are relaxing on the floor. Then I would like you to roll the toes under on your right foot only. And you're going to press the balls of your feet on the floor. And without raising your toes, you're going to push your heel all the way back so the whole leg is off the floor, but the toes are still touching. And you're trying to feel the space in between the head of your femur and your hips. Once you feel that space, feel like someone is now trying to bring your heel up to the ceiling, and then you're going to, from your heels, try to bring your leg up and keeping that space without shooting the pelvis to your left. Try to raise your leg with control as far as you can go. Now point your toes. Stretch like if you want to touch your big toe into the wall behind you. And then slowly come down. Once your leg touches the floor and your toe is close to the other foot, you're going to see that one leg is longer than the other. That's the point. So roll the toes under on the other leg. Keep the right leg active on the floor. Push your heels all the way to the back. Feel the space. And then keeping that space like someone is trying to lift your foot off the floor from your heel. Start raising that leg up. And feel the action that first comes to your thigh muscles, then to the gluteal area, and finding the lumbar area depending on how high you lifted that leg. But you never fire up first the muscles on your lower back. Point your toes and stretch your leg even more, trying to touch the wall behind you with your big toe. And then you slowly exhale, releasing the pose. Keep your legs engaged. Bring your arms underneath your shoulders. If you have any difficulty on back bending, if they're not comfortable, if your back feels stiff right now, you can actually keep your forearms on the floor with your fingers pointing forward. In both ways, bring your forehead to the floor. Make sure that the top of your legs are engaged and pointing to the floor along with the top of your feet. I would like you to bring your awareness to your whole spine, especially the front part of your spine. Because before we work with flexibility, I would like you to invite strength. So what I would like you to do is, without using the help of the hand, you're going to feel the front part of your spine. You're going to try to extend it a little bit more. And then using the whole spine, you're going to try to raise from the lower back all the way up. Actually, I really think about this from the middle of my back all the way up. My lower back is not really participating right now. From the middle of your back all the way up without using the cervical yet, keeping the cervical area long. And see how far you can go with the strength. And then now you're going to start inviting a little bit of flexibility, but you need to keep the strength. So if you are with the forearms on the floor, you can raise now the head and try to keep the pelvic bone pushing against the floor and the legs engaged so you go to the same pose. Or if you have the hands on the floor, you can try to push with your hand, keeping your elbows close together and see how far your spine is willing to go now. Keep the strength engaged, keep the body long and strong, and see how far you can go up. Once you reach that limit, you're going to slowly start coming down. Once the head reaches the floor, you're going to bring one arm up and the other hand is already on the right place. You're just going to roll into your back. And then bend your both knees, bring your knees against your chest. And when you bring your knees against your chest, there's a tendency again of the shoulders rolling up. So I'd like you to bring the awareness to your shoulder blades all the way on your back. And instead of trying to push your shoulders down, I'd like you to invite your shoulder blades to come down. And as you push the shoulder blades down, you're going to see that slowly the trapezius goes down, the muscles on your back is going to start coming down. And by the action of the back muscles, your shoulders finally come down. So relax your shoulders, make sure that your neck is nice and long. And you can stay right here. Or if you feel you need a little bit more stress, you can, in the next exhalation, raise your chest up. And then once you invited all the strength, then you can come with the flexibility and try to bring your knees toward you, your head toward you. Keep your shoulders down and feel the work. Then slowly bring your head down. And you can just stay right here. Or a second option would be having your arms alongside your body and your knees bend and your legs more into 90 degrees, and you can feel it here. Or you can lift your heels up and stay with your legs at 90 degrees, and that would be your inversion for today. Or if you feel your body is ready, you can do shoulder stand or even headstand. But only to those poses is to be really listening that your body is ready and you have total control of those poses. So Pick one of the poses to practice today. If you're doing shoulder stand, remember the name, shoulder. So you're supposed to be feeling the weight on your shoulders and not on your cervical vertebrae. Try to feel the elbows, the back of your arms, and the shoulders really pressing down, and your arms as parallel as possible, and your hands coming to your back more than your hips, so you can find the strength in the spine to keep a nice and long alignment. Once you start releasing the pose, if your legs are up, you can just bring your legs down or bend your knees and bring your legs down. If you are in shoulder stand, the easiest way is to bring your feet toward your head, and then slowly with control bringing vertebrae by vertebrae on the floor. Once your hips touch the floor, you start lowering the legs, and with the help of your elbows raising the chest, keeping the hips down, to roll your head back and touch the crown of your head on the floor in Matsyasana, the counter stretch for the shoulders. To release the pose, go slow and consciously. Invite the strength on the front part of your body. And then if you need, you can bring your knees toward your chest again. Give yourself a big hug. And slowly move up to a seated position again. On the seated position, you can keep your legs just crossed in Samanasana if you want. I'm going to give you a variation today if you want to try something different, but you can always just do with the legs crossed like this. If you want to try something different, you're going to lift your left knee and you're going to try to bring that left foot behind you instead of keeping in the front. That will give you a different feeling of the pose. And if you want, you can even bring the top of your right foot on the left thigh. We're going to do just like we did yesterday. Before you use the hands, you're just going to find the extension of the spine. And then as you exhale, I want you to bring your awareness to your belly button and then start bringing your belly button toward your right leg. And then feel the invitation of your ribs. Your right rib is coming back and your left rib is going forward. And then you can see that you can maybe move your shoulders, the right one back, the left one forward. And then you start turning your neck and your head. Then you bring your left hand behind your back or on the floor, your left hand on your right knee. And you can try to see if you can go a little bit more, but keeping the extension. Don't sacrifice the extension of the spine because we're trying to find the space in between the vertebrae. So we lubricate those little discs that are so important for the health of our spine. No movement. You come back with the head and the neck and the shoulder, the chest and the waist, and observe. If you put the legs in the position that I am, the easiest way to change is just to bring your hands forward, and kids really like to do that. And then you raise your hips up and just bring both legs to the right. And you sit again. Then accommodate your body better. And we're going to do the same thing. Bring the awareness to the spine and lift and find the space in the spine. And the very first thing, you're going to turn the belly button toward your left thigh. And once the belly button reaches the maximum, you bring the awareness to the rib and try to bring the left rib back, the right ribs forward.
Once the ribs reach the maximum, you bring the awareness to the shoulders. Gonna bring one shoulder back and the other one forward. And then you finally go with the neck and the head. The hands then follow and see if you're comfortable to go a little bit more. We always release the pose in the opposite way we started. So we bring the head and the neck and the shoulders, the ribs and the waist to the center. And now lift that right knee and bring your foot forward. Bring your hands behind your back. Interlace your fingers. Yoga Mudra. Inhale, and as you exhale, start bringing your body forward. This time, allow your shoulders to curve. Allow your head to drop. And just relax into that movement. Take a couple of deep exhalations and welcome that inhalation back in. And observe your body. Allow the gravity to bring your body closer to the floor. The more you relax your belly, the more you welcome the body a little bit further down. Come back from this pose. I would like you to slowly come up, stopping at quarters. So you stop at 25% of the body coming up and observe. Then 50%, then at 75. And once you reach 75, bring your awareness to the lower back and your pelvis. And start bringing the pelvis back. And then feel vertebrae by vertebrae being one on the top of the other on your back until the head aligns with the hip and the shoulder automatically do so. Then you bring your hands in front, close your eyes, and observe yourself. Try to pay attention on your breath and see if there is any changes from the time you started the class to now. The first pranayama we're going to do is the Kapalabhati. So I would like you to get that tissue if you have it close by, just in case. We're going to force our exhalations and just invite the inhalation back in. But instead of forcing the exhalations like when you're blowing your nostrils from your nose, I'd like you to bring that awareness to the diaphragm. And that lift that you felt in the very beginning of the class, you're going to intensify that. So we start in the very first round. And in the first round, blowing your nostrils. Inhale, exhale. And then you start in the second round. And in the second round, blowing your nostrils. Taking a deep breath in and out. And then you start in the third round. And in the third round, blowing your nostrils. And then bring your awareness back to your breath. And you start to connect with the inner sound of your breath.
Observe that rhythm. Observe the time that it takes to inhale and exhale. And then, without agitating the breath, and especially without agitating the mind, you're going to start accelerating the speed of the breath until it reaches full speed that is comfortable for you. You stay there for a little bit, and then you start slowing down until you end in a deep exhalation, starting the first round. Exhale completely. Observe yourself. Observe your breath. Observe how you feel. And then you slowly start the last round of fast again. Slowly finishing the second round. Again, observe your breath. And then raise your right hand, bringing the indicator and the middle finger toward your palm of your hand. Turn the hand toward your face. If this is comfortable for you, you can use this mudra to do the alternate nostril breathing. If it's not comfortable, just try to find a way to use your thumb and then any other finger to do the exercise. So exhale completely, then obstruct your right nostril with your thumb, and then take a deep breath into your left nostril. Once your lungs are full, you obstruct both nostrils, and then you unobstruct the right one. Exhale, inhale, and change nostril. Exhale, inhale, and change. And so on. You're breathing one time through your right nostril, one time through your left nostril, exchanging nostrils always with the lungs full. Try to observe the breath. Try to feel the rhythm within yourself. Connect with your breath. Observe your mind. Keep your body still and engaged. This pranayama calms the body because it activates the parasympathetic nervous system. The rest and digest and be in peace mode. So try to observe and enjoy that moment. Allow your systems to take a break and just relax and restore. On your next exhalation to your left nostril, you slowly finish the pranayama and then accommodate your body for the deep relaxation. If you have the pillow or a blanket, you may use it. As you lie down on your back, spread your legs in a way that you can well accommodate your hip. Bring your arms alongside your body and turn the palms up, feeling that movement coming from the shoulder blades to your back so you can relax the shoulders and accommodate your head in a way that your neck can relax. Do any adjustments you need in order to feel comfortable. That is the most important thing for the deep relaxation. That whatever way you accommodate your body, you can really let it go. Any movement you do, you light up the brain and the mind again. And there is a tendency of the mind to get active and distracted. So the less you move your body, the more peaceful will be your mind and more open to really assimilate the benefits of your practice. You give the body time to talk to the brain, and to the brain talk back to the body. So to just make sure that your body is really relaxed, I'm going to bring your awareness to each part of your body. And if you feel any tension, try to bring the breath to that area of your body and release that tension. I will start with your toes and then guide you all the way to your head. So first thing first, bring awareness to your toes and try to relax each one of them. Feel the relaxation evolve in those toes and they slowly spread into the top of your feet and the bottom of your feet. Feel the heels also relaxing. And as the feet relax, you can feel the energy moving to your ankles. So relax the ankle joints and allow the energy to flow from the ankles to your leg, relaxing the calf muscles, relaxing the leg bones, tendons, and muscles. As the legs relax, you can feel the relaxation is slowly moving to your knee joint. Observe the relaxation of your kneecap, the whole area, all the ligaments, everything that evolves this beautiful ability of the knees to be able to bend and stretch. Now it's being restored. Time to break the movement. Try to stop the movement and to break any bad pattern. So your knees are healthy and strong. As your knees relax, feel the relaxation is slowly moving to your thighs muscles. So your thighs, your legs are completely relaxed along with your feet. Bring awareness to the area around your hips. Feel the relaxation evolving all the organs and glands in that area. Bring your awareness to your breath and take a deep breath in. And then exhale, relaxing more and more. Anytime that you try to deep inhale and it doesn't come quite right, just let go and exhale. Focus on the exhalation and just allow the inhalation to come. It also helps to activate the rest and digest mode. With the relaxation involving all the muscles on your back, your chest,
Observe the breath as you inhale and exhale. Allow the relaxation to come to your shoulders, arms, elbows, forearm, wrist, hands, and each one of your fingers. Observe the breath relaxing and restoring every part of your body. And once the systems are in connection, you can feel that the connection between your mind and your heart becomes a straight line. And the purity, the joyful, the love, kindness of the heart light up your face in a sweet, deep inner smile that relax all the muscles of your face. Move away all the worries, all the tension, and you can connect yourself with who you really are. Love, peace, contentment. I'm going to allow you to stay in that trueness for a moment or so, and I'll bring back your awareness to your body. Now slowly start bringing awareness back to your body, wiggling your toes, wiggling your fingers, and then gently bring your arms up and stretching your whole body up. And once you're ready, rolling to one side, and then making your way up to a seated position, bringing your hands in front of your chest, closing your eyes for a moment, feeling the vibrations of peace, love, contentment, vibrating every cell of your body. And try to carry that happiness, that peace, that love throughout your day. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May the entire universe be filled with peace and joy, love and light. Om Shanti Om Hari Om Tat Sat. Thank you. If you have taken the yoga class, please take a moment to just assimilate. And we're not going to close the room again. We're going to leave it open so you can take your time. You are going to start exactly at 8:10 for our pen